First of all, your last day of class is Monday. We're going to go over questions today, and I would also like to go over the test. But since I have a question on 8.2, I'll do that one first, and then I'll look at the test. After that, the test, the last test, it might be already started. Let's look and see. I haven't even looked since I typed in the dates the other day. TCTC, MyLabs Plus, Math 155, and assignments. Yep, they're up. So you can go ahead and take, well, the Unit 3, that's the one that we're going to go over Monday. Those are the homework questions we're going to go over Monday. And today, if I got time. These are the tests that start on, well, they've already started, and you have until the 7th to take those. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's do that question first. I got 8.2 question. Let me hit record. We are recording. And this is 8.2 43/7. Determine the measure of an, okay, that's, okay, I thought that was, I'm sorry. That's still 8, okay. So let's go to the test. And then I'll do these after the test. I thought that was probability and statistics. I had to, this is chapter 8 in another course is probability and statistics. So let me go back to the test and we'll pull up the test and let y'all look at it. And this is the Unit 4, Probability and Statistics. Preview. Now, of course, this is a preview of a similar test to what you will pull up. It's not going to be the same exact test. But I do not do extra credit. I do not add any points. And I'm going over that question because somebody's going to email me in one of my classes and ask me for extra points, and I'm not going to reply to it because this is the 4th time you've seen this question. And it's not supposed to clump them up like this. Takes the highest grade. Of the last 60 people who went to the cash register at a department store, 12 had blonde hair, 20 had black hair, 22 had brown hair, and 6 had red hair. Determine the empirical probability that the next person to come through the cash register has black hair. Okay, well, that would be 20 over 60, which would be 1/3, would it not? Which would be 1/3. Okay, so that's a probability question. A card is picked from a standard deck of 52 cards. One card, a card, that's one card. Determine the odds against and the odds in favor of selecting a face card. Now, we did this in class. We didn't actually write the problem down, but we talked about it. What is the probability of a face card, somebody? Somebody that was here that remembers us going over it? What's the probability of a face card? We're going to do this again today. Nobody's going to talk.
12 out of 52.
How many?
12.
12. So the probability of winning or the probability of success is equal to 12 out of 52. Then what is the probability of failure? I'll just sit here until somebody says something.
$40.
Thank you. So what is the odds against? Somebody tell me what is the formula for odds against? I take it y'all are looking through your notes. What is the...
It's the probability of failure over the probability of success.
And I told you to leave it as fractions because that's easier to do. When you divide by a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal. And the answer is 40 to 12. Or 40 over 12. Or 20 over 6. Or 10 over 3. Y'all help me out. 10 to 3. So if your odds against is 10 to 3, what I tell y'all last class, at the end of class, what I tell y'all? What is the odds in favor? Starts with a R. E. C. I.
Reciprocal.
Reciprocal. What's the reciprocal of 10 over 3?
3 to 10.
3 over 10.
We're taking turns talking.
Well, I have to because we still got a couple of people that ain't gonna say anything. So next, well, we check it. Let's check it. And that's correct. 0. What should a student do if something happens? Communicate. One person is selected at random from a class of 14 males and 12 females. So let's write that down. "14 males and 12 females is 26 total." Excuse me. Okay. One person is selected at random from a class of 14 males. Find the odds against selecting a female. All right. So the probability of a female is equal to 12 over 26. So the probability of not a female, which would be a male, would be 14 over 26. So this would be failure, and this would be success. Because the question says A, it says a female. So the odds against is equal to 14 over 26 divided by 12 over 26. Multiply by 26 over 12. 14 to 12 are 7 to 6. So 7 to 6 and 6 to 7 is going to be your answers. 7 to 6 and 6 to 7. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, that would be right because it's just a reciprocal. I think I need to go back in and change some of these questions. They're a little bit too easy. Find the range and standard deviation of the data set. We're going to do it on the calculator. Well, y'all don't have a calculator, so we're just going to do it by hand. So I'm going to pull up a spreadsheet. And if you got a calculator, I would suggest using it. But if you don't, then we're going to do it by hand. Make that a little bit bigger, make that a little bit bigger. And we're going to make these. There we go. And make it smaller. And centered. Okay, n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. N is equal to 7. And let's write them down. 220, 221, 222, 223, 224, 225, and 226. And we got the mean, median, mode, range, mid-range, variance, and standard deviation. Now I realize the question's only asking 1 or 2, but I'm going to do all of it because it ain't going to hurt you to practice. So the mean is equal to the summation. I don't know why this. The summation of all these numbers divided by 7. And then the median, okay, since this is odd, since 7 is odd, it's going to be the middle number. I'm going to make this big so I can, I don't know why this won't, why won't that come down? Why won't it stay? No, I don't want to collapse it. There. Thank you. Okay, so next is the mode. I really don't care about the mode. But does any number show up more than once? Nope. So there is none. Non-applicable. Range. Somebody tell me, what is the range?
Highest minus the lowest.
Highest minus the lowest. And the mid-range is equal to the highest plus the lowest divided by 2. Variance, I have to take the mean away from each one of these. And I'm not going to explain the formula because we did that a long time ago. So if you wasn't here, you need to watch the videos. Minus that. And copy that down. Oops, hold on. Alternate F4. And then I'm going to square each one of those. Raised to the second power. And then I'm going to add all those up. And that is the numerator for my variance. And I'm going to divide that by 6. Equals this number divided by 6. And then I'm going to raise that to the 1/2 of that. And that, oh great. I don't know what just happened there, but anyway, I think that's right. No, I don't think that's right. Equals this raised to the 0.5 power. There we go. And that is your standard deviation. What else did it ask for? The range. The range is 6. And the standard deviation, it says round to the nearest hundredth. So 2.16. 6 and 2.16. And that was right. What is the probability of getting either a ace or a king when drawing a single card from a deck of 52 cards? Okay, what's the probability of an ace?
Four.
And what's the probability of a king?
Four.
Thank you.
Teamwork.
Ah, it's like pulling hen's
That's
teeth.
right. Teamwork.
It's teamwork.
Ah, my. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 over 52. So 8 over 52, 4 over 26, 2 over 13. Find the range. Okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to let y'all do this one. Somebody find the range.
$124.
Thank you. Y'all should all ace this test because I made this test easy. A graph shows the percent of employees who take time off because of colds. A
I
company.
haven't seen one of your tests easy.
Huh?
I haven't seen one of your tests easy.
Well, this one looks like it's pretty easy.
For you, maybe.
No, I don't think so. I think it's not too bad. Let me get my handy dandy. Okay, so total employees is 7,310. And it says, the graph says, how many days miss 1 or 2 days? 1 or 2 days is 1 to 2 days is 24%. So that means I'm going to multiply 7,310 times 0.21. And that's going to give me, I'm not going to ask y'all because it'll take 5 minutes for y'all to decide who's going to say something. So 0.21 multiplied by 7,310. Don't you dare say it while I'm doing it. 1535.1. So it may say round up because these are bodies, these are people. So 1535, it says round to the nearest whole number. Technically, since you're rounding to the nearest whole number, that'd be 1536. Because you can't have 0.1 person. So 1536 should be the answer. Okay, 1535 then. They need to change that gum wording. Okay, then I'm wrong then. Oh, 0.24. I copied down 2. .24, my bad. Let me change that to .24. Second entry, .24. Thank y'all for catching that. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all's input. Thank y'all for catching that. 1755. 1755. That should be your answer. Okay, 1754. If you read the question correctly and do the math right, like I didn't do, then you get 1754. 24%, not 21%. I have no idea where 21% came from. Although covered in the handout, what's the best way to communicate with Hubert? Email. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Carrier pigeon's not too bad. The only one that equals 100. When
So
does
you
the
actually have
homework
people get
terminate?
this wrong?
When does the homework terminate? You got a question? If you have incomplete assignments, they're going to get a 0 and it's going to decrease your grade.
Do people actually get those wrong?
Yep.
Oh my God.
They have driver's licenses and they procreate too. You are dealt one card from a standard of 52 card deck. Find the probability of being dealt the 2 of hearts. Dang old Deborah Herring, dang old 2 of hearts. No, that was the Queen of Hearts. Blondie, right? Shut up, Hubert.
Yes.
2 of hearts. So let's go with 2 of hearts. How many? Dang old, draw a picture of it. There's one. Dang old, I can't draw upside down. Dang old, 2 of hearts. How many 2 of hearts are there in a deck of cards?
1.
1 out of 52. Yeah, this is an easy test. Assume the spinner cannot land on a line. Let me spin it. I guarantee it'll land on the line. I guarantee you, if every one of these triangles was over $1,000, I guarantee you if I spun it, it would land on the line, or the needle would fall off. Assume the spinner cannot land on a line. Determine the probability that the spinner will land on red. Well, first of all, how many triangles are there? Waiting, besides Miss Cersei, somebody tell me how many triangles are there?
Brickman's turn.
Sorry, it's 8. I have 2 monitors and my mouse is on my laptop most of the time, and the mute button's on the monitor.
Oh, okay.
It takes
So you
forever.
have 8 sides. So your denominator is going to be 8. Let's see how many they asked me. There we go. So your denominator is going to be 8 on each one of these questions. So how many reds are there? There's 3 reds. There's 1 green. There's 4 yellows. And not yellow. Well, if there's 8 and 4 are yellow, then that means 4 are not yellow. And that's going to be 3/8, 1/8, 1/2, and 1/2. So 3/8, 1/8, 1/2, and 1/2. Now, come on, you can't say that that was hard. Ted tossed a frisbee as far as he could 15 times. Following distances were recorded. Find each measure of, find everything. So here we go. Time for the spreadsheet again. $177, 108. You got to put them in order. I'm going to put them in order in just a second. You can wait until I put them in order and then copy them down if you want to. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 is 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. That looks like all of them. Tell me if I made a mistake. 177, 108, 168, 262, 116, 205, 97, 250, 212, 132, 225, 125, 156, 223. Now, why did I check them twice? Pretty self-explanatory, but why did I check them twice? Because if I mess one of those numbers up, what will happen to the answers?
It'll
It'll
be
be
completely
wrong.
wrong.
Be wrong. So I'm going to put them in order. I highlight the column if you want to use Excel. And data. And now you can write them down if you want to. Make them a little bit bigger for you. Things I do for y'all. There you go. How many we got? I said 15. So count 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is the middle. That's your median. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go median, or mean, median, mode, range, mid-range, variance, and standard deviation. And I know I don't have to do the variance, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just make some of y'all mad. All right, mean is equal to, add them all up, and divide by 15. Median is equal to that number. Mode, do I have any numbers that are the same? I don't see any. None. Remember, do not put a number for the mode unless there is a mode. Don't put 0 because a smart alecky teacher will mark that wrong. You put a word that says, you can actually write ZERO, and that would be better than putting a 0. Don't put a 0. Range, that's equal to the highest minus the what? Lowest. Mid-range. I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Just give me a second. Okay, whatever. Mid-range is equal to the highest plus the lowest divided by 2. Variance equals this number minus this number, F4, and copy that down and square that number and copy that down and get the sum of all those numbers and divide that by 14. And then raise that number to the 0.5 power. And that should be the numbers you need. Let's see. I'm going to write them down because I'm not going to ask y'all because y'all will just sit there. So 176.7, 177, none, 167, 178.5, 2846, and 53.34. Okay, the mean, I don't have it to the thousandth, so let me see. Hold on. Where's my spreadsheet? $176.733. 176.733. The median is 177. The mode, there is no mode. Mid-range, I can't remember the mid-range. Mean, median, mode, range, mid-range, 178.5. And check answer. Yay! Next. Overall grade. Several friends chartered a boat for days fishing. They caught a total of 66 fish. The table below provides how much they caught. What is the probability of a kingfish? Well, that'd be 31 over 66. I'm not going to simplify them. Okay. If you miss a question on a test, how should you write me an email and send me pictures of all the questions? Does it say that on there? No. How about try to copy and paste it and send it to me in an email? Is that on there? No. How about B? And the only one that's a real answer. Find the mean of the data set. Good gracious. All right, pull up my handy dandy. I'm not going to do everything on this one because there's too many, just too monotonous. So let me just type it in: 0, 6, 5, 4, 4, 6, 5, 0, 0, 4, 6, 6. Put them in order.
How much time do we have on this test?
An hour and a half, I think. And I've only used an hour. I haven't even used 30 minutes yet. So don't go there. I know where you're going with it.
I was just asking a question.
Yeah. All
Help
right,
me out.
summation. And I'm going to divide by, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Divided by 12. 3.833. 3.833. Where's my test? 3.8. And plus, I check each answer, so that's a little bit extra time. You don't have to do that. You just hit next question. So y'all should be able to finish this about 37 minutes. And then I'm also answering these too. Replace your lowest grade? No way, no how. Identify the sampling technique used to obtain the following sample. Golf balls in a bin are shaken and then the balls are selected. What is that? Okay, you got a 20% chance. Now, I haven't asked y'all to do any math on this test. I've asked y'all just one question, and that's this question. One of y'all could help me out.
Is it just
Sample?
Random sample. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Why is it random? Because every golf ball has a what? Chance of being picked. Okay, the total number of observations. Somebody add those up for me. I'm not going to add them up. I'm going to let y'all add them up.
$22.
22. What's the class width? All you got to do is subtract two numbers. Come on, people. Subtract two numbers vertically.
15.
Now, I want you to tell me where you see two numbers that you subtract and get 15.
56 minus 41.
You have to go with the same number on the same side. You making up your own rules, Miss Cersei.
It's 16 then.
You know what? If I gave Miss Cersei a banana and an amble, she would break the amble with the banana. How about 56 minus 48?
Oh, is that an 8?
56, 8.
I thought it was a 0. My bad.
Oh my God. What is the midpoint of the second class? Add two together. I'm just going to tell you what to do because I believe Miss Cersei would add 17 plus this 3 right here. She just go pick a number. 17 plus 24 divided by 2.
20.5.
The modal class. Which class shows up the most?
25 to 32.
So type in 25 to 32. The class limits of the next class would be what? Down here. What would it be? Add the class width to each number. What would it be? Add the class width to each number. Y'all ever seen
65.
Patrick when he's trying to be the employee of the month and SpongeBob is trying to get him to put the lid on the jar? You ever seen that?
Yes.
That's what I feel like with y'all. Come on.
Is it 57 through 65?
Well, what is 49 plus 8?
57.
And what is 56 plus 8?
64.
That's it. Now, we did a couple of those, so don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about on this one. Miss Cersei's going to take 9 plus 3 and divide it by 27.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Rank the data from lowest to highest and find the quartiles. The first quartile, well, this is the 5-number summary I told you about. So you got to punch all these in, put them in order. So I'm going to do it on the Excel spreadsheet. I don't want to, but I don't have a choice. 93, 81, 59, 69, 82, 74, 61, 77, 95, 84, 88, 71, 86, 97, 63, 72, 89, 80, 60, 98, 91, 62, 78, 83, this is a little bit ridiculous, 76, 81, 94, 66, 83, and 96. Let's count those. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So there's 30. So I'm going to put them in order first. And data. Okay, they're in order. Now, somebody tell me what is n? We said the n is 30. Is 30 even or odd?
Even.
It's even. So I got to find the two middle numbers, and I've got to take the average of the two middle numbers. So that means that 14 is above and 14 is below. That's 28. So that'd leave me with the two middle numbers. So 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the next two numbers, these two numbers right here is going to make up my mean. I mean my median. And remember, for the quartiles, you need the mean, first quartile, the second quartile is the median, third quartile, and max. Now, we did a couple of these in your notes because I remember doing them. So I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh, we didn't do one of those. We did. We did 2 of them. There's the mean, because remember I colored them different colors. We'll color that pretty much gray. And then what did I say about the median? That's the second one. But since we have 2, and they may be different now, in this case is 81. But those two, if they're different, you add them up and divide them by 3 or 2. That one plus this one divided by 2. And the max is equal to this number right here. And we'll color that magenta color. And that's equal to that. Now, that 81 right there, that 81 is in the middle of these two 81s right here. So it's in the middle of these two 81s. So how many numbers are above that cursor? How many numbers are above my little cursor right there?
14.
Not 14, but what? Remember, my cursor is between the two 81s right here. So not 14, but what? That's number 14 right there. If I add that one to 14, what is it?
15.
Okay, so above my cursor right here, above this X, right there, above that X, there's 15 numbers. Is 15 odd or even?
Odd.
So we got to find the middle number of those 15, which is going to be the 8th number, because half of 14 is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's your first quartile. Now we did this in class, so we did it twice. And I think somebody sent me a homework question about it. Okay, now let's do the same with the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom, number 8. That's your middle number. So I'll highlight that one, that turquoise color. And that's equal to that number. And that's how you find your 5-number summary. 71. Ding. Find the range. Oh my gosh, I can't believe, okay, that's okay. Standard deviation, that's a little bit more challenging. So let's go to the handy dandy worksheet.
How much time's on that test again?
I've only, let's see, where's my time? You still got an hour, you still got an hour and 15 minutes. No, you got 45 more minutes. All right, so let's add these up. I'm just going to go down here. And that's going to be 7. I'm going to put them in order. 7, 10, 11, 7, 10, 11, 13, and 19. Now, I'm sorry. You should be able to do the range in your head. What's 19 minus 7? 8, Hubert. I'm just going to start answering myself. I'm not going to ask y'all. I didn't give up. Now we got to find the mean. I'm just going to go through. I'm going to get the standard deviation right quick. Divide by 5. And then I'm going to take that number away from each one. And I'm going to square it. Copy that down. Add those up. And that number, standard deviation, SD, is equal to this number. Let me do a parentheses. this number divided by 4, which is n minus 1, and then that's going to be raised to the 0.5 power. 4.47, it says round to the nearest hundredth, 4.47. Okay, well, I have no idea what I got wrong there, but we're going to move on. I think they want me to round to the nearest hundredth. I got 4.47. Let me check one more thing right quick. I did it in a hurry, so I'm going to go back and do another check. 4.47. Yeah, that's the answer. Round to the nearest hundredth. What's the hundreds? Tens? Hundreds. 4.47 is the answer. 19 minus 7. Somebody take 19 minus 7. Isn't that 8? Yes, Hubert. No, Hubert.
12.
Thank you, class. One of these days, y'all gonna be paid back for being mean to me. Okay. I'm gonna quit because y'all lasted till what? What time's class over? 12:10? Let me finish these last few. Let's see. 0. That's another mid-range. Let's see. 23 plus 3 is 26. So I did that one in my head. Standard deviation, I'm going to leave that one. I'm not going to do that one. We did one like this in class. And one United States in front of it. So I skipped 3 questions. And that gave me those last 3 I skipped, or that one's the one I don't understand why I missed it. They said that 19 minus 7, oh, it is 12.
It's 12.
Oh, now you say something. Whatever. Okay, well, anyway, there's the test. So y'all good to go. Take the test. Finish the homework. Monday will be nothing but homework questions, and I'll probably extend, if I haven't extended, I'll probably extend that homework to the 7th. That way you have the next 2 weeks to work on it. All right, y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great weekend.